Good morning, children. So today we are going to have a class for class 8 English. So all these days, what you were doing, I don't know. Maybe you would have spent the time qualitatively only. Have you noticed one thing, children, in the nature? Have you gone closer to the nature, children? How did you feel that? See, nowadays man-made noises have been reducing, it is reducing. No bus horns, no pollution as such, no noise pollution as such. So when you are sitting in your home, through your windows you can see many birds coming into your garden or the trees you have just nearby your house. Have you noticed? See, you can see there crowing and cawing, how beautiful it is. You would have enjoyed, would have really listened to it. So you have a carefree life nowadays. Is it not so, children? So that is what we are going to see today. See, have you seen, you may be having the crows and hens nearby your homes. Like how much you have noticed? How much you have noticed? See, nowadays you have that such lot of time, you will notice the crow, what it does and what type of lesson you are getting from it. See, in everything from the nature, you get some lesson for your life to lead. So, from a crow, from a kite or hawk or peacock or cuckoo, so to say, even the pigeon, you can learn so many life lessons. Have you noticed it? Maybe some of you would have noticed, some of you would have enjoyed it also, I suppose. So, that is what we are going to see now. So, what kind of lessons I learn from a bird, whichever the bird you like maybe. So, maybe for example, pigeons. What lesson you will learn from a pigeon? And from a kite, crow, peacock, so to say. Peacock also they come nearby. They beautifully, they look beautiful, they look attractive. And then cuckoo. Like for pigeons, what we would have seen pigeons in many of our movies also. Pigeons, what in olden days, now we have postmen to carry our letters, and now we have this technology, we send the message within seconds. So pigeons, those days pigeons were the ones to go in time and give the message. Likewise kite, or hawk you can say. What this bird kite does? The kite, it is very, you can say very, it flies very high, in a very high altitude, it flies in a very high altitude, it is very keen, very absorbing, all those things you can say, and it is a very intelligent bird also. Not only kite, crow also is an intelligent bird. It teaches us something like unity, it teaches us something like unity, to stay together. And peacock, it is very attractive bird, very pride bird. And cuckoo, so to say, it's a very melodiously it sings the song. Melodiously, it gives us melodious song, which is very nice to hear. So here in your page number 1, you can see the first one, the pigeon. It tells about what is the quality of that bird. Is a time conscious. It is given in your textbook itself, a time conscious. And what life lesson you will learn from that? To be in time to school. Now what about the next one? That is the cock. Now cock, what it does? Cock also is called as rooster. It is called as rooster also. Okay. This cock, it wakes up early in the morning. So what you can learn from that? To wake up early, get up early and do your daily routine. So that it is a very aggressive bird also. You would have seen aggressive bird, it is very territorial oriented. So it has its own territory. It doesn't allow the other rooster or cock to get into its territory. Then this is the crow is there. Crow, every day you see, it is a regular bird, you can say. It is a regular bird. It teaches something about unity. It shares the food with its peer group and all that. It is a very, what do you say, like, it is a regular bird, very competitive. So to say, you can say it is a generous bird also. It is a generous bird. You can say it is a generous bird. And then, what about the peacock? The peacock is a very colorful, beautiful, you can say, very attractive, looks very calm also. You can learn something to be proud of it. Like it is proud of itself, we also can do certain things and feel that pride. And then we can have the small, you can say this kite as a smart bird also. You can say kite as a smart bird. Anyway, its eyesight is very keen, it can see better than human, like 8 times better than humans, you can say. 8 times better than humans. So it has an eyesight is very excellent. It has an excellent eyesight. Okay. Now I hope I have written everything. What about cuckoo? Cuckoo is very melodious, very you can learn the rhythms of the life, something like that. Okay, ma? So these are the birds. It is given in the textbook. You can write whatever life lessons you learn from these types of birds. So coming back to the lesson, so let me read the lesson at least for 2 paragraphs for you. Just go through the text, have a textbook in front of you, keep your fingers there and just listen carefully how I pronounce the words. Ramaya was a simple man living in the town. He lived with his wife in a nice house made of tiled roofs. He was not rich, but he could take care of his family. 2 sparrows built a nest in a nice spot in the roof of Ramaya's house, and the mother bird laid her eggs in it. Now see Ramaya. So Ramaya is the character here. So Ramaya is the one, and you can see Ramaya and his wife. The first 2 paragraphs you can see Ramaya and his wife. Now what Ramaya is doing? Ramaya was a simple man. Simple is very ordinary man. He is living in a town. He is living in a town and he has a small house which is tiled. He has a small house which is tiled. It's a very nice house. He was not rich. See, he is not a very rich person as. He is not rich, but he is not that poor also. He is not poor also. He can make up with his daily routines. That is, he was not rich, but he could take care of his family. 2 sparrows built a nest in a nice spot in the roof of Ramaya's house. Now what has happened there? These 2 people are living in a small house. He is not that rich, but he is able to maintain the ordinary life. Now there 2 sparrows, that is 2 birds, 2 sparrows, what they do, they build a house there. Now, and they have built it in a very nice spot where they can look after their young ones. So it is a very comfortable place. They have built the nest in the roof of Ramaya's house. So where is the nest built now? The nest is built in the roof of the house, and the mother bird laid her eggs in it. The laid means what? It has kept the eggs there. It has kept the eggs in the nest. Okay, so my dear, began the male sparrow. So this is the situation given in the story. So Ramaya is leading a very normal life with his wife, and in their house, in that tiled roof, 2 sparrows have built a nest. So now naturally it has to be a male sparrow and a female sparrow. They have built the nest. Now there is a conversation going among them. Before telling that conversation, let us look into the other words of this. Like for example, they have given 2 sparrows. They have built. Now what is the meaning of built? Built is to construct. Now look at the grammar part of it. Build, built. Yesterday we saw like build, you would have listened about the what is the verb. So build, built. So this is so build is nothing but the root word is build. So from the build only it comes the build. So when you tell about the past tense of it, you have to pronounce it as built. T sound has to come, not the d sound. As you say, for example, spend. Spend, you have to say spent and spent. So this is how you have to, these are irregular verbs also you can say. And then, so the 2 sparrows built a nest in a nice spot in the roof of Ramaya's house, and the mother bird laid her eggs. Now laid also is a past tense. Now what is the present form of laid is lay, the laying eggs. So So just placing something, okay ma. So here the female sparrow has placed the egg. So my dear, began the male sparrow. So there is a conversation going on between the male sparrow and the female sparrow. So what is the conversation? Let us see. So who is who is starting the conversation? Is my dear began the male sparrow. So the male sparrow is telling and is calling very what is out of love. My dear, see, listen to me. He is just telling to the female one. My dear. Again this began also is a past tense of begin. So began is the past tense of begin, okay ma. And what do you want now? Asked his wife. See how lovingly the male sparrow is telling, my dear, like that it started. As soon as the male sparrow started, that is the female sparrow started shouting, like how it is shouting, now what do you want now? What do you want now? Shouting like that, okay, as if it is very angry, okay ma. And what do you want now? Why does the lady of this house always quarrels with her husband? Now the question put by the male sparrow is, why does the lady of this house always quarrel with her husband? Now who is the husband? Ramaya. Ramaya's wife always quarrels with her wife. So this is the question put by the male sparrow. Now automatically see the wife, that is the female sparrow, is very angry. See what is he telling? How am I to know? How am I to know that? Who is this? This is female sparrow. Said the female bird, let us mind our own business. Look at it, is been coined like that in double inverted commas. Let us mind our own business. Now what is let us minding our own business? Minding, let us do our job. Let us do our work. We have enough and more to do. Now we cannot see things what happening around. We cannot see all that. So how am I to know this? How am I to know means what? How can I know like what from they are fighting, they are quarreling. Now look at this word quarrel. See, quarrel is not fight. Quarrel is war of words. War of words you can say. War of words means what? This is a heated argument you can say. Heated argument or debate. Heated argument or debate you can say. So they are having differences of opinion. That's why they are quarreling. So they are putting so many words, then not understanding each other's fact. Okay, so how am I to know? Said the female bird. Let us mind our own business. Let us mind our own business means let us look after our own work. Why should you bother about others? That's what. So you are always self-centered. Now look at the male sparrow. What it says? You are always self-centered. Said the male sparrow and added. So you are always self-centered only. Then he is adding something. Should we not help the poor Ramaya? Should we not help it? So always we should. Self-centered means what? Just thinking about ourselves, absorbed in our own things. Should not be like that. You should be what you should be. You should be looking about others also, help others. So the male sparrow has some kind of tendency to help others. See children, in this 2 paragraphs, we have learnt how the birds are conversing and what type of people living there in the house. You just go through these lines, read loudly at home. I hope you would have understood, and you can fill the page number 1, the lessons you are getting from these birds. Thank you children. Let us continue in the next class.